Hello, dear my friends, how are you all? I hope you are well. I am here, Shushu. Today, the point to discuss about the incredible or credible-ish Indian media, Indian televisions, Indian television channels. Yesterday, I was seeing a television and there the anchor was shouting to the people only. They did not have any content. They shout to the people who claims now that there is an incursion at Ladakh. There is a land grab in Ladakh. There have been encroachment of land in our country by a neighboring country, by China. Our Prime Minister did not even tell the name of China. I am here pointing out that China has made an incursion to our country, to our land at Galwan Valley, at Ladakh. Those people who subscribe this idea, the reporter, the stupid, credible-less, half-burnt, educated journalist anchors in our TVs shouting to these people, but they do not have guts to ask the government that if there is an incursion or not. If there is an incursion or not, let us allow, let the all Indian journalists to visit Galwan Valley, to visit Ladakh. The truth will come out, whether there is an incursion or not. If there is an incursion, then the truth will come out. If there is no encouragement, there is no grabbing of land, then the truth also come out. But these shouting people, this half-back educated man, dishonest journalist of India, credible-less journalist of India, they did not ask. They do not have guts to ask the government to allow them to visit Ladakh. But they have bravery, they have nonsense guts, they have all the voice, all the lungs power to just in a studio shouting at them, shouting those patriotic persons who are very much hurt by the news that in our Ladakh there is an incursion by our neighboring country. You know, these people, there are many channels, they have all credibility crisis internationally and nationally. They do not have that any quality to trust them. They are full of propaganda machines. They are all propagating nonsense to the people. They might have think that Indian people are stupid, so they are pushing gibberish, rubbish things to the minds of people. There are many things. They are twisting everything, turning and twisting. They are misinterpreting everything in keeping in the mind that only the ruling party should get benefit of their journalism. That they are shouting to the people, but they do not have guts. If they would have guts, they would have asked that let's go to Ladakh and first hand see the situation of Ladakh. If there is no incursion, so no problem. We are happy to learn, we are happy to see, we are happy, or we would have been very happy to see that there is no incursion to our country. But they cannot ask this. But they can shout only. Where do you get the information? Then there is an incursion. But do you know? There is an information ban. And from this information ban, TV channels, Indian journalists, they do not have that courage, that honesty, that guts to ask Indian government to allow them to visit to the problematic land to see by their own eyes the truth and reveal the truth to the Indian citizens so that Indian citizens can live in peace. But real thing they will not discuss. They will discuss only that what is the information source. They ask the source of information, sitting in the comfortable studio of their TVs. This is not realistic journalism. This is not the real behavior of journalists. Dishonest journalists always shout to the people, blocking the information, question the questioner. They do not question. They do not question the ruler. They do not question the government. They do not question to allow them freely to move, to go, to visualize the situation of Ladakh. So dear my friends, what I try to say is that there is a lot of crisis of credibility of our Indian journalism. And I have seen many videos, I have seen many analysis, debates that nowadays nobody believes Indian media in the world. Internationally, in the international level, the Indian media have a huge credibility crisis. Many times among my friends I discuss that don't believe media, but they could not understand my idea. When I say don't believe the Indian media, don't believe the media of the world also, I at that time signifies trying to say to the people that if you see any events, if you heard any news from the stupid journalist, then don't just believe it. There can be some interest behind this news. Don't believe the explanation, analysis of the credible-less journalists. Just take the news and go to another source of media, go to another channel, go to another analysis, panel of analysis, and then you check. And those another kind of analysis, those should be neutral, or even they should have the group of opposite interest. Then they will give the counter arguments, counter analysis, and even then the news or events you heard and you see or you just listen, that cannot be you cannot decide, or you cannot just come to the conclusion that whether the news is correct or not. Then you have to go other way to check the facts. The facts is that you have to go to the neutral or just independent panel of discussion or experts of the world. What they are talking about the news, or what they are talking about the views, what about their analysis of that events or news, that then you come to the conclusions of the news or events. Every media house has their own interest. Every media of your house, they have their own point of view. My another point is that just take the pure news, pure data from the mass media, then it is your duty to analyze, to explain. You have to explain and analyze the impact of the news. Then you can understand the real thing of the events, real things of the world. Otherwise, you are under the grab of falsehood. You are under the grab of twists and turns. You will be under the false notion of the things. So dear my friends, what I am trying to say, don't believe when you see from one channel, when you see or listen from one media houses. then and then, suddenly at a time, don't believe the news, don't believe the analysis, go to the other counter panel of analysts, go to the even neutral panel of analysts, what they are talking about that. After that, you can decide yourself, you can come to the conclusion about the impact, about the true nature of the news or events. Otherwise, you will be foolish, or you will be just lead to a wrong idea, wrong notions, wrong analysis of the news and views of any events of life, any news from our country or from the world. I try to say that don't believe media houses. Check the fact before you believe. Check the analysis. Check the even data before you come to the conclusion. Then you will be an educated person. Otherwise, you will be the grab of fraudulent journalist media houses, bluffing media houses, credibleless media houses, the half-born, half-baked, educated man putting forth the nonsense things in our country. Be aware of it. Before checking anything, don't propagate, don't spread, and don't believe anything. This is my request to my fellow countrymen. The situation at this time of our country, internally and externally, is not positive, is not correct, is not healthy. Be aware of all these things. Thank you. Cooperate with me, subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the new videos. Thank you. God bless you all.